It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And a warm Thanksgiving wish to everyone, and welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thankful to be with these gobblers here.
No, I'm a gobbler now.
This is Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
That's my turkey sound, Ernie.
Thanks for clearing that up. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors. Wants to see that regression. They're looking to turn things around, and we'll see how they do tonight. And a happy Thanksgiving Day, everybody. So much to be thankful for. Our families, our friends, our wonderful crew. Kenny, what are you thankful for?
Well, I'm thankful for you guys, Ernie, of course. I don't know if our crew is that wonderful, but they're okay with me.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, from everyone here at 2K Sports. Nothing like the NBA for Turkey Day. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Warriors are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. A great start of the season for them, playing very well so far.
And well, for the Warriors, they have performed above and beyond expectations thus far. As good as they've been, is it fair to wonder just how long they can keep this up?
Of course it is. I mean, I'll tell you this, they may have snuck up on some of their opponents here in the early season, but they're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. Teams will be ready for them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Mitchell in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now Humphries, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. Here's Schroeder, back to Humphries. Clark dishes to Bazemore. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
On defense, Atlanta coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
So it's Atlanta now. Following Draymond Green's 3, feeds to Humphries. All alone. Can't get it to go. The Warriors go the other way with it. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
So it's the Hawks now. Following the miss by Freak. Here's Clark, kicks it to Horford. And there's the pass to Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. Here's Humphries. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Humphries has got his first basket. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Barnes kicks to Green. Inside, here's Mitchell. Humphries gets the rebound.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
Picked by Horford. And Humphries has it in the corner. Dishes to Schroeder. Back to Humphries. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Hawks leading by 5. Schroeder kicks to Horford. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Humphries. Clock at 6. Picked by Humphries. Here's Schroeder. Off target with his 3.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Freak, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Horford the pass to Bazemore. Here's Schroeder. They get the rebound. Stolen by Mitchell. And Thompson kicks to Mitchell. And the wide open shot from Green. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Schroeder passes to Horford. He feeds it to Bazemore. Humphries, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
1:52 left in the first quarter. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer for just a moment. One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Olynyk, he's checked in for Humphries. C.J. Miles comes in for Kent Bazemore. Teague, he's checked in for Ian Clark. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Dennis Schroeder.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Teague against Iguodala. Teague kicks to Miles. Now here's Olynyk. Not a lot of room. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Beverley missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Atlanta. Golden State also making some changes. Reggie Bullock comes in for Klay Thompson. And Godlock subbed in for Curry. Olynyk dishes to Sefolosha. From deep. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. Warriors have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Iguodala. He kicks to Mitchell. The dish to Bullock. Golden State moving the ball around. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Freak. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Teague. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. It's tipped. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here. But no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but...
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going.
Thanks for joining us. Al Horford's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Humphries comes in for C.J. Miles. And Ian Clark subbed in for Teague. Horford is out there with Humphries. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then there's Ian Clark. So that's the Hawks 5. Warriors leading by 16. Passes to Looney. And it's sent back by Horford. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. Beverly's checked in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. A floater. It's tipped. They retain possession. Bazemore for three. Shot's good. Bazemore's got 6 in the quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. To the left side wing. Here's Clark. Another three for Atlanta.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give you.
To the inside, Looney. That one's off, still out of sync.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And the Hawks making a change here. Cephalosha's checked in. To the middle, and stolen by Barnes. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic was simply terrific. He had 20 points and was his usual self on the glass, grabbing just about any missed shot that came off the rim. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
And Beverly kicks to Cephalosha. He dishes it to Clark. Picked by Humphries. Clark, the pass to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer, and the shot is long. Warriors leading by 7. Mitchell kicks to Curry. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. Outside Curry. Shot from 12. Mitchell dishes to Thompson. And it's Humphries with the rebound. Humphries has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. There's the feed to Horford. Poked away. Stolen by Mitchell.
Yeah, the shot clock's off. This could be the last possession of the quarter.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. That's exactly what they should have in mind here. Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
And so that's the end of the first half. Warriors ahead. They lead by 9.
Yes, I'm here with...
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Looking at the game Bazemore's been having. 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Mitchell in at the center.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Clark, the pass to Schroeder. Picked by Humphries. Schroeder with the ball. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Humphries.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
That's good. And that's now 9 points for Freak.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Horford, no luck. Warriors leading by 11. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Golden State moving the ball around. Good on the shot. And that's now 11 points for Freak.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside. Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Curry kicks to Mitchell. Curry dishes to Green. Rebounded by the Hawks.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Miles. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling. Just an amazing game for Freak. He's got 11 points and 2 steals as well. This game is all about him right now.
Full domination mode, guys.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Reggie Bullock comes in for Klay Thompson. And Godlock subbed in for Steph Curry. Puts up the baby hook. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Teague.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
With the teardrop, and it's good on the way up. Teague's got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks. The Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Feeds it to Green. Inside, Olynyk with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Miles, and again it's Atlanta.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And, Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took them as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
Mitchell kicks to Green. The pass to Bullock. Iguodala dishes to Mitchell. Clock at 6. Pass to Green. And again, no good by Golden State. The Hawks trail by 7. Here's Schroeder. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Schroeder's got his second basket of the game.
I don't want us taking shots with hands in our faces.
Atlanta making some changes. Cephalosha comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Dennis Schroeder. And Golden State also making a change. Bogut's checked in. And Godlock kicks to Iguodala. There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. Green, the screen. Dishes it to Bullock. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Bullock's got 6 points.
and they just refuse to go away and really have slowly worked themselves back into the game.
Greg, I love the fact there's no quitting. I mean, they know they can't cut the lead down all at once. They're not trying to bite off too big a piece of the pie. They're chipping away at it, just banging at that rock, and trying to chip away at it. And so far, so good.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
T kicks to Olynyk. Can't hit. Nice D from Bogut.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
And a wide open look for Iguodala. Great look, but off the mark. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here is Miles, guarded by Green. And Teague, here we go. Here's Miles. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Kicks it to Bogut. And he banks in the layup. And the Warriors lead by 10.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Teague for 3. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors lead by 10. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Atlanta's shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's find out the news on Patrick Beverley. Doris, what's the update?
Kev, I was able to speak with head athletic trainer for the Hawks about his status. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. If he were to miss significant time, it would really hurt this team that depends on him for so many things. Guys, time will tell.
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
Patrick Beverley out there with Ian Clark. Then it's Chris Humphries. Then there's Horford. And it's Bazemore at the 3. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Beverley with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. 5 to shoot. Picked by Humphries. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Freak sets a screen for Curry. He feeds it to Mitchell. Off the pick. And Green with the lay-in. And it's a 12-point Warrior lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight.
Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out-hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Schroeder kicks to Clark, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Off target from three-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Schroeder passes to Clark. Hawks passing it around. Schroeder kicks to Horford. Shoots from the baseline. And Curry pulls it down.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Bazemore, and Thompson sends it back. Freak with it. He's against Humphries. Here's Barnes. The three. Curry can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 9. Humphries with a screen on Curry. Here's Schroeder. Bazemore for 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going for your very own Atlanta Hawks cheerleader.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. There's a good screen. Nobody near Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's 9 points for Barnes.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Fires from the line, and it's Schroeder missing.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Down low. Great D that time from Green.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Got a piece of it. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Schroeder passes to Horford. And slammed in for 2.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Outside Curry. 1:49 left to play in the final quarter. Humphries with the steal. And here's Schroeder. To the paint. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Al Horford.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Freak sets a screen for Curry. Over in the corner, Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Atlanta, let's keep it going for your very own Atlanta Hawks cheerleader.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. Stolen by Mitchell. 1:16 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Clark, guarded by Curry. Humphries with a screen on Thompson. Schroeder kicks to Humphries. Out to the wing. They double him with Green. Schroeder passes to Humphries. Clock at 4. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Pass to Curry. And stolen by Horford. Here's Clark. Here's Bazemore. He kicks it to Horford. A 3-ball. Nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
We got 22 seconds left in the fourth, and so they choose to intentionally foul. And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Schroeder kicks to Clark. It's stolen by Green. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So we see the Warriors get the win here.
Yes, Kevin, here with Andre Iguodala. And what's the key for you guys to have games like you did tonight as you look to the up?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K.
You're always going to have people who don't believe that you. Really good at what you do.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The action tonight at the Verizon Center as the Washington Wizards play against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. And Klay Thompson, the son of former first overall pick Michael Thompson, I mean, when he gets hot, he can take over games.
And you know what? This guy, didn't he have 37 in one quarter last year? How incredible is that to get 37 in a quarter?
Not only that, Kenny also had 26 in a quarter later on.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he can shoot over anyone with his height, and he has a quick release. You know, he probably has the prettiest shot in the game.
I would agree with that.
37 in a quarter.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors take to the road. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And with the road trip approaching, the Wizards play the final game of their homestand. Guys, when you compare their performance last season to where they sit right now, not a whole lot different story. Not necessarily a big surprise either.
And when I look at Washington, that big splash they were hoping for to start the season just never evolved. I mean, they're stuck there in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, and frankly, I would have been surprised if they had gotten off to a hot start. I mean, I don't see a whole lot that leads me to believe they can be an upper echelon team.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Draymond Green is out there with Mitchell. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. 3-on-3. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
All right, Doris, thanks. Morris with the bucket.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
And the wide open shot from Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Green's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Gobert with a screen for Wall. Kicks it to Gobert. Here's Beal. It's rebounded by Golden State. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And here's Wall. 9 points last game. Gobert the screen. Beal gets a wide open look. And again, Washington with the triple.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Some nice passing by Golden State. Thompson misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Morris. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Morris has got 5 now.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
And that one's good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Gobert with a screen on Thompson. Wall attacking. Here's Porter. Another one falls for Washington. And so here is Golden State. They trail by 6. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Yeah, exactly. An interconference matchup here. Not a lot of familiarity, but I wouldn't say they caught them off guard. There's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other team was watching.
Here's Wall, and Thompson sends it back. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Barnes, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And the wide open shot from Morris. And Washington again with the bucket.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Now here's Freak. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Thompson kicks to Mitchell. 5 on the clock. The feed to Thompson. Shoots. Wall grabs the board. Washington leading now by 4. There's 1:38 left to play in the first. He feeds it to Porter. A 3 from Morris. Draymond Green with the rebound. The Warriors have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And even 3-on-3 break. Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Wall attacking. Knocked away.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
To the paint. Here's Porter. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 3rd assist on the night. Curry kicks to Green. There's the pick. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And the Warriors making a change here. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Godlock subbed in for Steph Curry. Mitchell passes to Iguodala. He kicks to Godlock. Now here's Freak. Got it up. No good on that last second attempt there. And a high. And John Wall, a multiple All-Star in this league. But make no mistake, his focus.
Main thing for me is going to this.
Wall's the kind of guy that has his eye on the prize all the time. And the less emphasis he places on his own goals, I think, Greg, the better he seems to get.
That's a great point. And Kevin, he is a man on a mission at this point in his career. Only one thing is going to satisfy him, and that's chasing that ring.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
How good has the ball movement been here? Just absolutely terrific.
Boy, that kind of timely passing, Greg, really fun to watch.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Mitchell in at the 4 spot. Reggie Bullock is out there with Andrew Godlock. Then it's Bogut. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He finished with 15 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. His performance just another outstanding outing that has become more and more common for him.
All right, Doris, well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
Back to Iguodala. To the middle. It's stolen. Hutchinson. He's covered by Iguodala. There's the dish to Meeks. There's the pass to Scott. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call on Washington with the foul. And we're through.
Guys, I'm here with...
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
It's been a nice game for Barnes. He's got 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Wizards trail by 7. Outside, Wall. Morris, left side, from 13. Off the iron that time. So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession.
Kevin, a chance to get a glimpse at how the Wizards are doing. It's still early in the season. Let's see where they rank in the stats. First in steals, second in fast break points, and they are ranked third in limiting opponent field goal shooting. That's always an impressive number. Anytime you're in the top 3 in that category, you're doing work.
And you mentioned their steals. I mean, it's great defensive anticipation that has them at the top of the rankings. They've been tremendous at reading the offense and getting into those passing lanes.
Curry kicks to Mitchell. Curry against Wall. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Warriors have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Morris with a screen on Thompson. From deep, Wall, and that one's good. Wall's got 9.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And that one's good. Thompson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
It looks like he took that last 3 a little personal.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Greg. You saw it in his eyes. I mean, that was a payback shot right there. I don't think there's any doubt.
Here's Morris. Cannot hit. So Golden State will take it the other way.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Curry gets the screen from Mitchell. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Knocks it loose. Wall against Thompson. Feeds it to Mitchell. Thompson sets the pick for Freak. Dishes to Curry. It's stolen by Gobert. And Wall kicks to Beal. Wall draws the double. Gobert dishes to Morris. Good on the shot. Morris has got 10 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him. Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's Green, and it's sent back by Morris. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Gobert the screen. Gobert with a screen on Thompson. To the left wing. Here's Porter. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 5 assists in the game. Warriors leading by 3. Mitchell kicks to Barnes. And here we go. Washington fast break. That one goes. 11 points for John Wall.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And, Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took him as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Morris outside. And Gobert kicks to Wall. Morris against Green. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Curry kicks to Green. Rebound by the Wizards. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Off the left rim and out. Warriors leading by 4. Curry passes to Thompson. Curry against Gobert. Curry gets the screen from Mitchell. Goes up from the top of the key. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for the Wizards. And then for Golden State, Looney comes in for Green. And it's Iguodala in for Barnes. Pass to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Here's Looney. Off target with his 3.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
Thompson dishes to Curry. Back to Thompson. Golden State moving it around. Passes it to Looney. Kicks it to Mitchell. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And some changes here for the Warriors. Wizards trail by 7, setting the floor for the Warriors. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. And it's Mitchell in at the 5 down low. Outside Curry. From deep, Green. No good.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Scott with the screen on Iguodala. No one needs Wall as he lets it go. Hits it from 3-point range.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Pass to Thompson. Fades. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it. Good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Scott with a screen on Iguodala. Beal the pass to Scott. And that one's good.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Mitchell dishes to Curry. Green kicks to Curry. And there's the feed to Mitchell. And here's Green outside. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Iguodala against Beal. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
It's tipped and stolen by Scott. To the inside. Here's Wall. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. 4 on the clock. On its way from Curry for 2. That's short off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Gets the bucket and the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Right wing, here's Porter. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder, and that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Outside, Green. Curry attacking. Got a hand on it. All with it. Gobert the screen. Wall passes to Beal. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. 14 points here for Beal.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Curry kicks to Mitchell. Thompson left side. Goes up on the high post. No up. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Porter dishes the wall. Gobert the screen. It's Porter outside, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime? Much more effective here in the second half.
Puts it up from 12. Here's Mitchell. There's 53 seconds left in the game. From deep, Wall nails the triple.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Green the screen. They set the screen. Inside. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Beal pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Finishes the break with a slam.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
Outside Curry. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, what a sweet stroke from Curry on that one.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his fourth personal.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Don't be afraid to make the extra pass. If it's open, take it. Freak. You got the look. Take the shot.
And so it's the Wizards.
I'm here with John.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Along with Kenny Smith and John Wall. He delivered quite a star performance. Not uncommon. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille.
On some chill, we go 0-2. To 100 real quick.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
So good to be with you again, everybody. The NBA season has now hit its stride. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Charlotte Hornets. Checking out the Hornets, they're keeping pace with their win total from last season, holding steady, though they'd like to move the needle and continue to improve. And Stephen Curry, one of the guys we'll be seeing tonight, is one of the most exciting and dynamic players in the league. Kenny, you know what I like to say. He makes it look
effortless.
Maybe the best shooter of all time. You ready to go that far?
Of all time?
You ready to go that far?
I just can't give it to you after that few of seasons. I just say that
he won a championship.
Yes, he won a championship.
He's up there with us now. He's in the house.
He's in the house.
He can get in the party.
But Reggie Miller and Ray Allen had done it over a longer block of time.
Not like Steph Curry done it.
But he's done it bigger in a shorter span. So I will still go with my two guys, Reggie and Ray.
You know, his career from three-point early, he's 44%, which is insane. And listen, he's not taking 1 or 2 a game. He's taking 9 3-pointers a game. Long three-pointers, deep, off the dribble. Splaka Kataya.
And that's why I say he makes it look
effortless.
Time for tip-off as we send it to Kevin Harlan.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Warriors take to the road. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And it's been home cooking for the Hornets in the midst of a homestand here in Charlotte. Looking at their performance last year, they're about where you'd expect them to be, guys. They'd like to take that next step in a positive direction here, Steve, with a win.
And when I look at Charlotte, they're placing themselves right among the league's top teams here in the early start. It doesn't look to me like they're in any danger of getting off to a slow start.
Greg, they've eliminated that possibility in my eyes. I mean, they've come together quickly, and I think they're going to be right in the playoff mix all season.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green is out there with Mitchell, and it's Curry in at the 1 spot. Mitchell kicks to Green. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Both free throws good from Green. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Walker's got his first 2 points.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I caught up with the Hornets head coach. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
And thank you for that, Doris. And here's Walker. After the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Pass to Mitchell. Thompson for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Jefferson, a screen on Thompson. And it's Walker penetrating. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Walker's got his second bucket tonight.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Curry passes to Mitchell. Jefferson with some nice D.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against the Boston Celtics.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Barnes against Jefferson, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jefferson. Batum comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Lamb. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Walker. Here's Williams. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Lynn dishes to McGee. Kicks to Carter-Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offline with his 3. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Curry passes to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's now 7 points for Klay Thompson. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Picked by Williams. Lynn kicks to Williams. And he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And let's take a second to view a list of shooting guards who have been very dependable on this season. These 2 guards are the most accurate in the league. Second is Jeremy Lamb, and of course, Klay Thompson.
You know, just ask this group. Sometimes when you're hot, and it's a comforting feeling for a coach to know you've got one of those guys roaming on the perimeter.
And not only can they light it up from the perimeter, Greg, but they get their buckets getting to the rim as well. I mean, aggressive moves to the basket are always going to help your shooting percentage. You got to get some easy ones to shoot a high percentage.
And a moment here to check out the stats.
Calm down.
Averaging 13 points per game,
shots
4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully, this is a sign of greater things for the future.
Williams dishes to McGee, and that is good.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Stolen by McGee. And oh, here we go with Lynn. Nobody back. It's blocked. They get it back. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Mitchell missing. Charlotte has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lynn the pass to Batum. Carter-Williams with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. In the corner, it's Lynn. Back to Carter-Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn.
both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court for your viewing.
And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor. You know, he may be having fun, but I'm not so sure. Some changes for Charlotte. Marvin Williams has checked in for JaVale McGee. Jeremy Lin comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Walker. Different look here for the Warriors. Mitchell, he's checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. Thompson, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And Curry subbed in for Gowdlock. Williams down low with Jefferson. Jeremy Lin is out there with Carter-Williams. And it's Batum in at the 3 slot. So that's the Hornets 5. Here's Green, following the basket by Nicholas Batum. They kick it out to Green. To the middle. Here's Mitchell. And Jefferson sends it back. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
A moment now to see the numbers for Stephen Curry. 11th in three-point field goal percentage, 17th in assists, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And nobody's able to guard him out there. I mean, defenders have been trying to get physical with him, but it doesn't bother him. He just shrugs it off.
Hornets leading by 4. And Batum kicks to Jefferson. Here's Williams. The basket good off the assist from Carter-Williams. 6 points for Williams. Golden State's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Hornets have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Carter-Williams kicks to Lin. Jefferson setting the pick for Lin. It's stolen by Curry. And there's the feed to Mitchell. Golden State moving the ball around. Curry dishes to Mitchell. Pass to Barnes. Down low. It's stolen by Jefferson. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A shot by Batum, no good. Mitchell kicks to Thompson. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Carter-Williams, the pass to Batum. Another miss by Batum. And so it's a close.
Yes, Kevin, thank you.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Mitchell in at the 5 spot.
It's amazing how Al Jefferson makes shots like that look so easy.
Curry dishes to Mitchell. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Money from the wing. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
They set the pick, and it's going to be a 3-second call. And And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Second, the Warriors.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Now, here's Green. 5 points in the game. And he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got 7 points in the game.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
And it's Walker penetrating. It's stolen by Green. Here's Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 3rd assist on the night. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Thompson against Walker. The fadeaway. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry outside. That drops. And it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Now here's Lamb. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Williams, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Here's Golden State now. They're on an 11-2 run. Freak sets a screen for Curry. To the paint. It's tipped. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Here's Lamb. Again, the Hornets score.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Chicago. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, the Hornets. They find themselves in 6th place.
And I think for Charlotte, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Charlotte. Batum comes in for Williams. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Jeremy Lamb. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. That puts them in the lead. 14 points now in the game for Walker.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Bullock kicks to Iguodala. Iguodala off the pick from Mitchell. Iguodala's drive. Bogut in the corner. Bullock passes to Mitchell. 4 on the shot clock. Dishes it to Bogut. The pass to Mitchell. From deep 3-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Charlotte making a switch here. Carter Williams is checked in. McGee a screen. Feeds it to Batum. Back to Lin. It's deflected. Now the Warriors moving it up. Freak with the ball. Pass to Bullock. He dishes it to Iguodala. Shoots from the block. Batum against Iguodala. Lin. And so they foul intentionally. .132 left to play in the 3rd. Down low, here's Kid Gilchrist. Stolen by Mitchell.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Now here's Lin. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Bullock, defended by Lynn. Mitchell dishes to Bogut. They set the pick. Iguodala, no good.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. We got 33 seconds left in the third. Iguodala with it, picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Iguodala kicks to Mitchell. And the Warriors miss again.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Lynn. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Both free throws good from Lynn. And Thompson kicks to Mitchell. Back to Thompson. Screen by Bogut. Thompson dishes to Curry. That three off the mark. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Charlotte in the lead. Williams down low with Jefferson. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Batum in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Williams gets the bucket.
Wow, the fans are really getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game.
Up to this point, Greg, it's been almost impossible to separate these teams. I think this one's going to be close all the way.
Now here's Freak, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson. Curry's got space. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Hornets shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. Good.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
There's the bucket. Good.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Now here's Walker. At the elbow, Jefferson. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside for Curry. Thompson inside the line. Misses off the right iron. Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Inside, here's Jefferson, and it's blocked by Curry. From deep, Walker can't get it to go. So Golden State will take it the other way. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them. Williams with the block. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Lamb kicks to Williams. Batum with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Good. And that's 10 points for Al Jefferson. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Hornets.
Their defense is outstanding. Closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
And, guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Here's Curry after Al Jefferson's score. Curry passes to Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight. The Hornets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets Kings team.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I had a chance to find out what Charlotte's coach was going over with his guys. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night. You have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish. Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Charlotte shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Williams, a screen on Thompson. Walker goes in. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
What a stellar outing in this one for Williams. He's got 13 points and a block.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Right side, Green. Pulls it up. And good as it rattles through the hoop. 14 points for Steph Curry.
Yeah, clutch basket, even with him being on the short end of the stick, size-wise.
Really, Greg, just shows you the toughness and determination this man has. Impressive.
Now, here's Walker. And there's Al Jefferson on the assist by Walker. 14 points for Al Jefferson.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Green, the screen.
Move the ball. Stick it to
out to the right wing. On its way from Curry for two. The shot is off. Walker with some nice D. Hornets leading by 5. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Charlotte.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Kidd-Gilchrist with the steal. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Williams, a screen on Thompson. There's the pick. Up off the screen.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Now here's Freak, and right through it goes.
Get some shot.
Here's Walker. And finished off by Jefferson.
Spectacular. I mean, lights out shooting here down the stretch. All of a sudden now they're in a position to win the game.
They've gotten hot at the best possible moment, putting on one heck of a run here now.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner.
Walker against Thompson. Stolen by Mitchell. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Take a look at the game for Freak. He's got 8 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
And Mitchell drops them both.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
And the Hornets with possession here.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And the foul called on Freak. And so it's the Hornets who come up.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Al Jefferson. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.
Let's take them back.